right. I'm David Hall.
And I'm Lisa Hall.
And we're Harvest to Home Farms. So we started back in 2019 with the intention of getting out of the grocery store was our primary goal. And then there was more and more interest for the products that we were growing for ourselves, which at that point in time was predominantly broiler chickens and beef. We went down the path of securing our meat handler's license, and we secured the certifications to be able to process poultry here on the farm. So from that, we've grown and actually started the farm in 2020, and over the last 5 years or so, we went from processing about 50 chickens a year to this past year we did right at 800 for 2025. And we sell directly to the public, both here and at the Anson County Farmers Market online. And anybody can come out and actually purchase from us or reach out to us, and we meet at different locations. So we're actually selling pork, beef, chicken, individual cuts, quarter shares and half shares or wholes of the beef. We're doing 5 to 6 cows a year, 4 to 5, 6 hogs a year. And like I said, this year we did 800 broilers. We also do layers and the honeybees.
We started the honeybees last year with one hive, and we expanded to 2 hives this year when we decided to swarm, and I got to catch them all by myself. It was great.
Collected your first honey?
Collected my first honey, got about 20 gallons.
20 pounds.
20 pounds.
Yeah, we wish 20 gallons.
Ooh, 20 gallons would be nice. 20 pounds. Milk cows, we have 2 milk cows this year. We started the year before last. 2023 with one, and she had her baby with us. That was our first calf born on the farm. And we had milk for our own personal use and made butter, sour cream, yogurt, cheeses, you name it, I was making it, having a blast. Then our second milk cow, she finally got big enough, and now we're going to have 2 milkers this year, so we're excited about that. We have the usual. We've got teenage laying chickens growing out right now. We're going to have to be moving them out of their little home now. They're ready to get back onto the ground, and I know that's about it. What you got else?
And then we do our own feed. Like I said earlier, we buy local grains from the local farmers, so non-GMO grains and corn from a local farmer here about 12 miles out from us. And we produce our own grain, our own feed here on the farm, so it's all custom mixed. We do that for pork, beef, and our chicken. The hogs, we keep them about a year and a half, and then about the same for the cows. And then the chickens, we run them 8 weeks and process them. And then the layers, they rotate out every couple of years. We'll rotate out the laying flock, and then we just keep everything rotating and moving. We've got about 5 acres that we utilize here. My mom's gracious enough to let us use, and we rotate our animals through it, and we try to build the soil. We move the hay around as we're feeding the animals, feed them in different locations, try to put everything back onto the ground and actually build the soil, build the grass, and keep the animals in rotation, keep them moving, and try to keep everything as natural as possible. We don't administer any antibiotics or hormones in our feed, and it's just all natural minerals. That's all we do.
Yeah, so we added a new section of land. We bought some more land a couple years ago, and we're working on getting that fenced in and ready to roll to move the calves with, and the calves and cows.
Yep, and that's part of our future plan.
Part of our future plans.
To be able to raise our own cows here on the farm instead of having to buy them. So we're going to start working on that over the next couple of years. Is our goal. So.
For us, it's important that we knew we controlled where our food was coming from, and then as we became more, I guess, popular and people started looking to us for their food source, it's important to us also that they know where their food comes from. And we welcome our customers out all the time, bring their kids. We let them come around, tell them put the dirty shoes on because we're fixing to walk through some mess. and let them all see the animals, and it helps because there's a lot of people who don't realize what goes into running a farm and where their food comes from and how it's being produced, and that's important to us that they know that. Customer education.
Yeah, what it takes to get it from here on the pasture to actually on the plate at their house, and how it's handled, and handling it humanely and with care. That's the biggest pieces of it, making sure it's done right.